The invisible burden. Understanding the phenomenon of daughtering. For many women, the role of a daughter extends far beyond biological kinship. It often evolves into a complex, unpaid, and largely unacknowledged job description characterized by intense emotional and logistical labor. This phenomenon, increasingly referred to by experts as daughtering, describes the unspoken expectation that women will serve as the primary architects of family stability and care. What is daughtering? Daughtering is not a formal role, but a pattern of behavior driven by societal and familial expectations. Unlike traditional roles that might be explicitly discussed, daughtering is often invisible labor work that is only noticed when it isn't done. According to experts, this burden often begins in childhood and intensifies as parents age. While brothers may be expected to participate in family life, daughters are frequently positioned as the emotional anchors and logistical coordinators. This shift often happens without a formal conversation, leaving women to navigate a growing list of responsibilities that can lead to significant burnout. The 7 pillars of daughtering labor the weight of this role manifests in several distinct ways, ranging from small daily tasks to massive life planning responsibilities. Emotional mediation and tone. Management daughters often act as the family's emotional barometer. This involves conflict resolution, diffusing arguments and smoothing over misunderstandings between relatives, relationship tracking, maintaining a mental map of who is angry with whom to forestall potential friction before it erupts. Healthcare coordination as parents age. The daughter frequently becomes the primary point of contact for medical needs. This includes managing doctor appointments, relaying complex information between physicians and siblings, and acting as a caregiver for aging relatives. The sandwich generation. Pressure a significant trend is the rise of the sandwich generation, adults who are simultaneously caring for young children and aging parents. Data suggests this burden is gendered. Over 60% of people managing both generations are women. This dual responsibility can have a direct, negative impact on their professional careers and earning potential. Maintaining social connectivity. Daughters often serve as the glue that keeps the family unit together. This includes the mental energy required to initiate phone calls, manage group chats, and ensure that extended family members feel seen and appreciated through regular communication. Event planning and logistics, from organizing holiday dinners and birthday parties to planning retirement celebrations or cruises, the logistical heavy lifting. Researching, scheduling, and executing often falls disproportionately on women. Household and daily support. On a more granular level, daughtering involves micro-caregiving, such as ordering groceries or household essentials, assisting with technology, setting up Wi-Fi or cables, managing bills and daily household maintenance, preserving legacy and anticipating needs. Perhaps the most taxing element is the constant mental scanning. This is the hyper-attunement required to sense a need before it is even voiced. Furthermore, daughters often carry the responsibility of preserving family history, traditions, and cultural rituals for future generations. The psychological cost. The relentless drive to anticipate needs and provide care can lead to a dangerous psychological trap. The feeling that one's value is tied solely to their productivity and giving. Experts warn that if women do not feel they are constantly providing, they may fear becoming irrelevant or invisible. This cycle contributes to high levels of stress, guilt, and chronic burnout. Strategies for managing the load. While the instinct to care is natural, experts suggest that protecting one's mental health requires active intervention through boundary setting. Healthy boundaries are not about separation, but about protecting your relationship with clear expectations. Alison M. Alford, communication researcher. To mitigate the weight of daughtering, consider these steps. Be explicit. Clearly communicate what you can and cannot do. Instead of absorbing all tasks, state, "I can handle one medical appointment this month. Please coordinate the others." Delegate and invite. Make the invisible labor visible by informing other family members of your current workload and inviting them to share specific tasks. Protect a sliver of self. The goal is not to stop caring, but to ensure that the role of daughter does not entirely consume your individual identity. Conclusion: doddering is a pervasive form of invisible labor that places a disproportionate emotional and logistical burden on women. By recognizing these patterns and setting clear boundaries, women can maintain vital family connections without sacrificing their own well-being.